Hey Taurus, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you your timeless reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and of course my beautiful cross watchers of Taurus. Cross watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about Taurus, about your person, especially if there's limited contact, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Taurus. Just keep in mind, everyone, this is a general reading. Not everything I say will resonate with all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. Now, with that being said, if my channel has found you, if this video has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one. Comment below, guys. Let me know how this resonates with you and your situation. And if you do not want to comment based on personal reasons, I totally understand. Please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. Okay, guys, in the comment section, I'll have linked to the top all the ways to pick a personal reading with me, and I would love to hear from you and read for you. Now let's get to your timeless reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and my cross watchers of Taurus. Spirit, what are the messages to my beautiful Taurians, my earth priests, my earth priestesses, my Taurus babies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watchers? Spirit, what are the messages, please? In the recent past regarding your current energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. Beautiful way to start out the reading. So this is your energy. This is your earth energy. You have created something new. You have started something new. It can be a very unique energy. It can be a relationship. It can be a business project, something you're adding to your business, a friendship, a new work dynamic, something that's going to bear fruit. It looks very positive with this ace here, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful beginning, right? Air, fire, earth, water, spirit, all the elements, beautiful. You really worked hard on this. This is a brand new beginning. Let's see what this is, okay? And now we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yikes. So, now the Nine of Pentacles in the upright position often speaks of like a pre-empress energy, right? Strong sign of Taurus. It can be Virgo or Capricorn, but strong sign of Taurus because the Empress is Taurus. In some cases, it can be Libra. So let me know and keep an open mind, guys. This is a general reading. It is a feminine energy, but it is reversed. So you started something out new. You started something out great, but now you're left with like, and I'm speaking to many females out there now, okay? You're left with like, not knowing how to move forward, and maybe you've outdone yourself. Maybe you have overworked yourself, and now you feel like there's nothing more to do, there's nothing more to say. Maybe you started out strong, and then it kind of like went wah, wah, you know, because Nine of Pentacles speaks of not being able to produce, not being able to create, not being able to have the funds to create. So something went wrong here, and let's see what this is in the future. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, this is all about you, Taurus. This is all your energy here, all earth energy. Eight of Pentacles here in the upright position. So it looks like you had a great start with something. Now you're at a halt, or like actually losing money, or losing funds, or losing energy, or losing something. Okay, something practical you're losing. But in the future, I see you working hard again to create the same vision and create the same goal and start again. This could be a relationship, okay? This could be a business venture. We shall see, but I do see two pentacles here. It speaks of like two people. You're working towards those 10 of Pentacles. I'm thinking, honestly, this was a relationship that started off great. And you may be like, this is what I'm picking. You're a content creator, you're an influencer, something like that. You do something very creative. You could be a hairstylist, you could be a Reiki master, you could be a yoga instructor. Something very earthy about you. Very, very pre-Empress energy, which is Taurus and Libra. Okay, so you stepped into your own reading, but it's reversed. But in the future, I see you burning the midnight oil on something that means a great deal to you. So this is really interesting here with the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Eight of Pentacles, which is all about, you know, working really hard in your craft. Now, we could be putting work into a relationship that has failed and now you're starting out again. We shall see here. Because pre-Empress energy is all about becoming the Empress, which is a married woman who is self-sufficient, independent, psychic, and nurturing. Okay? So why are you in the reverse? And then in the future, you're starting over again. Wow. 10 of Swords in the upright position. 10 of Wands in the upright position here. So this is hard. What you're doing is not easy, Taurus. You're ending something, you're beginning something new. And it's not easy. Maybe you had to forgive somebody who wronged you. Okay? And it's not easy. Forgiving those who have wronged us is not easy. But it's very essential in the healing process, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Because I feel like this is romantic. I feel like you had to forgive someone to move on, to move forward. Now, whether it's with that other person or not, I don't know yet. But I feel like you're willing to put the work in again to start over. And it's difficult, but you're doing it anyway. So let's just see what's going on here. Spirit, give me more information about this Ace of Pentacles in the upright and this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit. Strong sign of Virgo. You can be involved with a Virgo. Okay, you can be involved with a Virgo in some capacity. The Hermit card is a very, very spiritual card. Okay, you know, it doesn't have to be you're involved with a Virgo. You can have Virgo rising, Virgo moon, check your placements. But it speaks of going within and seeking higher knowledge, seeking hidden knowledge, really studying something and getting to the root of the matter, trying to understand something that is very intriguing to you. Okay, it could be esoteric books, it could be the hidden books, you could be researching old religions, old ways of being, but I feel like it's more about forgiveness. You're researching how to forgive someone who has wronged you and move on. And it's almost like you're making it, it's almost like you're going to, like, how do I say this? What you've been through, you're going to document. And when you're ready to share your story, you're going to share your story. So, I mean, that's really interesting. That's very Virgo, too, to write everything down, to document everything down, to lay out all the cards, you know, to listen to all the facts and to really have discernment, you know, but keeping a lot to yourself. Maybe what happened was after something was so great, all of a sudden it flopped. And then you went into some type of, you know, how do I say, shell, right? Speaking as a Cancer, we go into our crab shells all the time, and we like it there. But the Hermit, you know, is the Hermit, right? They go into their shell, and they seek answers within. They find a source within. They get answers from within. They're reading, they're studying, they're listening, whatever they're doing, they're meditating, all of that stuff. That's very deep and spiritual and meaningful, to understand why this happened to you. Okay, so we will see what happened to you. What happened? Four of Wands in reverse. So yes, something, a blessing did not take place. And I feel like this happened in the springtime of 2025. Now, regardless of when you're watching this, you may have started a relationship with somebody and it was very promising. And then it just fell apart. Okay. With the Hermit energy, you might have blocked this person immediately when you found out something was not going to take place. You could have been talking about moving in together. You could have been talking about an engagement, a promise ceremony, something like that, and it did not take place. And that's why you went from the Ace of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse is a single woman. So you went from a off the market to on the market, or just single, from engaged or with person, taken, spoken for, to not being. Okay? And I think you did a lot of self-discovery. Maybe you probably also went into counseling as well. Because of this did not, this Four of Wands, this beautiful blessing did not take place. Like I said, I feel like it happened in Aries season. So it could have happened anywhere from, I mean, early April, maybe a little bit of late March, early April. It could have been mid-April. Okay. Um, yeah, it could have been an Aries that this happened with, but I have a feeling that's more the timing. Um, so let's just see what else is going on here. Give me more information here. King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. So this is a male-female relationship because the Empress energy is so strong still here, whether it's the Nine of Pentacles reversed or upright. And because of the Ace, because there's so many Pentacles here, okay? King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy doesn't have to be. I feel that you were involved with somebody who they weren't really honest about. It's not that they weren't honest about their feelings for you. They could have had a situation where they're with somebody in the past, and that past person came back, and they thought that maybe they were still in love with this other person. Maybe they actually told you that, hey, listen, I know I plan to move in with you. We plan to go away. We plan to have an engagement party. We plan the future together, but I'm still in love with my ex, and it just can't happen right now, and I'm sorry. It could have been where you found out that they were entertaining a third party, and you backed out, and you went into hermit mode. Okay, and you did the healing for yourself and the other person. Okay, and that's hard to do, but it's essential in healing thyself completely. This way you're not harboring in resentment for too long. But I feel like something was taken away from you. A promise was unkept, okay? And somebody was not being fully honest. And when they were, it was too late. So I'm sorry. Let's just see what's going on. Because you are rebuilding here in the future. You are rebuilding, whether with somebody else or the other person, because forgiveness is all over this. And it's hard to do. Like I keep saying, it's hard to do. Forgiveness is hard to do. It really is. Ace of Cups. Wow. New love. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I think you're coming back together with this King of Cups here, Taurus. This can be same-sex marriage, okay? So if you're men involved with men, this is your reading. If you're women involved with women, you know, take it how it resonates. But this is basically a male and female relationship, or male on male relationship. I'm picking up strong masculine, feminine energy. So I feel like there was a breakup, and you both went into hermit mode, let's say. Okay. And then this King of Cups reappears in your life again and wants to rebuild. So if you have not heard yet from this King of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy strongly, can have Virgo in their placements charts too. Okay. I feel like you will soon, and they'll be coming back to tell you that, hey, I love you. I messed up. Can we start again? And I feel like you're going to accept it. I feel like you're going to say, yes, we can start over again. I'm willing to put in the work in again. And that's very hard. Like I don't know how many times I keep saying that's hard to do, but Spirit wants me to let you know that we can do hard things. And if you choose to forgive, you choose to forgive. There will always be a third party trying to get at you somehow. There will always be something in a relationship, especially when it's a divine union. There's always going to be someone or something that tries to disrupt more than once. That's just how it is, right? So let's see what else is going on here. The High Priestess in reverse. Interesting. I don't feel the High Priestess energy belongs to you. I feel it belongs to another female who dabbles in dark magic, dabbles in chaos magic, is hired to break up two people that are happily married or happily engaged, or, you know, living together for a long time as husband and wife. So I'm getting Cancer energy, but I feel like this is a Piscean woman. A Piscean woman could be the ex. The ex could also be a Cancer, the ex of your person, okay? So the King of Cups energy could have an ex that's either a Cancer or a Pisces. In some cases, Scorpio, but I'm not really picking up Scorpio here. Pisces is more. Pisces moon. I'm feeling like with this veil here, with the white veil, I feel like your person's ex wanted them to marry them and not you. And when they found out that your person was reaching higher levels of commitment to you, or making a promise, or getting engaged, or moving in together, stuff like that, falling in love and doing that whole dance, they either hired a practitioner of the dark arts to break you up and create a third party situation, or they did it themselves. Okay? But there was definitely a high priestess called in of the dark arts to break you up. I said called in, so that's interesting here. Okay. Wow. This person does love spells. This called in. So this was something that was paid for. A spell that was paid for by an ex of your person, okay, who's in love with you, called upon a high priestess of love spells who breaks people up or puts people together that don't belong to be together. That's their profession. That's what they do. They get paid to do chaos magic, to do breakup magic, to do baneful magic. They'll basically do whatever they're paid for, whatever the person tells the practitioner to do. Okay? The high priestess still is very psychic, has a lot of esoteric and occult knowledge, but doesn't mean that they do things that are right. They do things because they can and they get paid. Okay? So not all priestesses are good. There are some that they're very dark, like not all witches are good, some are very bad, But this is a light workers channel, and I have to speak about this because it comes up often. Okay, so this is somebody who does a lot of chaos magic with this snake here. Again, I'm seeing a snake. I tried to do this reading a few times, and before I picked up this deck, I was thinking about the Lover's card. I'm going to fall over the chair if the Lover's card comes out. Okay, and that's what I said in the last reading, and then I just stopped it. But I kept thinking about the blue snake in the Lover's card. The snake, there's always a snake, but the fact that it's blue, I'm feeling like this was intentional, like this was needed for you because usually snakes in the grass, right? They're kind of like chameleons, right? Unless it's a black snake or something like that, because I've seen that. But snakes in the grass sometimes are green and they kind of like chameleonish, and they come like kind of like iguanas. I live in Florida, so I see iguanas all the time, and they blend in, for protection and for attack and stuff like that. Here, it's very obvious that this snake was put in to cause chaos, to break you up, to make you think that he's cheating, or maybe he did cheat, maybe he was lured in, depending on what they did. They could have worked with a domination spell. I think they did a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff to throw you up, to confuse you, to make you think that you weren't loved. But here is the Ace of Cups overflowing with love, and it's blue, the blue pure water, beautiful water. So this was conjured up to take away your happiness, but you have forgiven your person. And I feel like you found out about the spell, Taurus. I feel like you found out about the spell work. That's why you're forgiving your person. Otherwise, you would never. Let's find out if your person actually cheated, okay? Spirit, did this King of Cups in reverse energy actually cheat on Taurus, or was it a spell to create the illusion of cheating? Knight of Swords in the reverse. Interesting here. Knight of Swords in the reverse. A lie. It was a lie. But also the Knights speak about mental, verbal. You must have gotten a message. you got a message or something. They didn't actually cheat. They didn't. This was an illusion, this spell. What I think happened was the spell, the intention of the spell was to make your person cheat on you with their ex. Strong Pisces energy doesn't have to be, okay? But because you guys are meant to be, your person was acting strange, and they might have entertained this ex for a while, but they didn't do the deed, if you know what I mean. Yes, the wedding was called off. Yes, the engagement was called off. Yes, the moving in together was called off, right? The blessing was called off. But I feel that's because you noticed that your person was acting strange, acting different. Or maybe somebody was putting into their head that, oh, maybe I don't love you. Maybe this isn't right. This is wrong. My ex started calling me again. They're sending me messages. They're blowing up my phone. They want to talk to me. You know, the spell went wrong. So this high priestess, as good as she is in her dark form, the spell didn't work out the way it was supposed to. It pretty much fizzled out. Yes, in a sense it backfired, yes, because the ultimate goal was for them to cheat on you, which was them to be sleeping with, actually having the actual affair with the other person. Actual affair. I mean like naked in bed affair, okay? But it didn't get that far, okay? Keep an open mind, because it's an open reading. This is a general reading, so keep an open mind. They could have entertained them. They could have went to dinner with them. There could have been a lot of talk. They could have been having coffee, getting together, even, you know, meeting up, whatever, on a date, everything. And you guys separated. And they were together, but in what capacity? It didn't fully happen. So, you know, cheating is cheating, of course. And doing anything, you know, that doesn't require sex is still cheating when it's unknown, right? But you're forgiving them because they realized, and you realized, you found out that there was a spell placed upon your free will and your person's free will to break you guys up. But that's not happening. Okay, that's not happening. The spell fizzled out and backfired, and or both. And you guys are got back together. You guys both love each other. There's a brand new beginning, just like there was in the beginning. Okay, you're willing to work on whether you're going to counseling, you're getting away from this person, you're doing some type of cord cutting, you know. And what's, you know, actually you might not even have to do anything, because when someone does a spell against your free will, the karma that they're going to face for breaking up a happy couple is horrific for them. Okay? And this practitioner, I'm sure this practitioner is feeling it. Okay? She might be back in business, but she's not doing well. Okay? And really, who cares about her? Because she'll do anything to get payment. She'll deal with her own demons in her own way. It's really about you and your person and understanding how energy works. And when people say, oh, real man can't be taken, guess what, sweetie? They can. Because witchcraft is real. Black magic is real. Chaos magic is real. It happens all the time, especially in a twin flame or divine counterpart union. The relationship is constantly tested. And if you don't understand the twin flame union or the divine counterpart union, I suggest you educate yourself. But I actually don't have to say this to you, because I feel like you educated yourself. You went into hermit mode. You took out your spidey senses, Taurus, and you figured this out. You figured out it was a spell. And once you figured out it was a spell, poof, it was gone. Your person came right back to you. They realized that they were being dominated by something that was larger than them, but ultimately in the end the spell backfired and fizzled out, and the ex is no longer in the picture. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few oracle cards here to see what you need to know, because oh my god, okay, I'm not taking these. Sorry, I'm not taking those. Too many came out. Okay, Spirit, tell me what else Taurus needs to know moving forward, because you're forgiving your person. Your person's in love with you. They're not in love with their ex. The spell backfired. It didn't work. Their ex wanted them back, but it's not going to happen. They don't belong with them. They belong with you. But then again, life is about choices. So I see that you are willing to forgive because you're still in love and you're willing to work on it. But let's see what you can expect in the future. Is this going to happen again, or is this done for good? Lately, these cards just don't want to come in. Oh! Boom! Marriage. That's what you can expect in the future. Marriage. Marriage. Proposal, commitment. I know you are the love of my life, and I want to show you how dedicated I am to you. Marriage. So this Four of Wands in reverse is back on, baby. Okay? I was just saying how cards don't want to flip out, and here it is. So what can you expect to happen? You can expect to have a beautiful wedding, the wedding of your dreams. No looking back, no turning back. That's it. Okay, that's it. Let's see what else wants to come out here before I start getting advice from my Mother Goddess Kali. And I hope you got, oh, what is that? Honesty. Honesty. Honor, integrity, morals. I will never lie to you. No matter what happens, I'll be honest and will overcome. So beautiful. I am not going to pull any more oracle cards from this Raven's Rose Oracle, even though I'm addicted to this oracle, because we got our answers here. Marriage is coming. The postponed engagement is coming. The marriage is coming. The commitment is coming. The honesty, the integrity, and we will overcome. So I'm happy to say, Taurus, that the spell backfired badly, and you will probably never have to encounter anything like this ever again. Because love always wins. True love always wins. That is so beautiful. I hope you love this reading, Taurus. I hope this gave you confirmation for some of you who didn't know if your ex was returning. The answer is yes, they are returning, and they are returning with loyalty, honesty, and full commitment. The marriage is back on. You're getting married. Now, for those of you who were married and almost got divorced, there is a reinstatement of the marriage. You may be changing the date. You may be getting recommitted to that person. That ring can also be like a significant anniversary gift. So reinstating the marriage if you were married and you separated for a little while, or if you were not and you were just engaged and moving in together, the marriage is back on. Okay, so let's see what Mother Goddess Kali has to say about this. Okay, maybe some of you worked with Kali. Maybe that's how you found out. Maybe you worked with another deity and that's how you found out about the spell. Let me know how you found out about the spell, because a lot of you went within and did the research and you found out about the spell. And once you put it out there into the universe, it was broken. So that's awesome. I don't expect much less from you, Taurus, because you guys are just awesome. You guys are the Empress. Ooh, look at this. Now, I was talking. Usually I close my eyes, but I did not this time. I'm going to be honest. This card seems right. Let's see. Excuse my pronunciations. And see, also, I know I'm not reading from this card, but this is a married woman with the red bindi dot. Mahakali. You can trust, okay? You can trust what is happening now will give way to a new expression when the time is right. The right time will be the best time when your readiness matches the requirements for success. Attend to your work with determination and hope in your heart. Trust that the divine is taking care of everything else. Your progress is spiritually protected. Mahakali. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love this reading for you. I love the way it turns out. Good always wins over evil. Always light always wins over dark, Taurus. Remember that. I know you know that. I'm wishing you much love, light, and unexpected blessings. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.